Hey my YouTubers, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Veronica, and in this video we're going to talk about entrepreneurship, starting the business, how to make your business be successful. So if you guys don't know, I have been an at-home daycare provider for 16 years, 15 years as a licensed home provider. I did one whole year being unlicensed because of the regulations here in Illinois, but 15 years as a licensed home daycare provider. I also have been doing event planning for 10 years, planning weddings, planning birthdays, baby showers, you name it. And more so recently, in the last 3 months, I've become a travel agent. So I got a pretty much good amount of experience being an entrepreneur, and I want to share some tips with you all. If you want to start a business, whether it be a home-based business or any business in general, some tips that I'm sure can help you become successful. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. I do plan on having a couple more videos in this series about entrepreneurship, just to help you guys become successful in your business. So look, background about me. I actually have a degree. I have my bachelor's degree in accounting, but I run an at-home daycare. So let me get started by how everything gets started. I was working as a supervisor for a company. I had worked in corporate America for a long time before I started my daycare. I think, let me see, was Jeremiah born? Yeah, Jeremiah was a baby. Yeah, well, I have 2 kids, by the way. I have a daughter and a son. So when I was on maternity with my son for the longest time because of complications, and then when I went back to work, he was a little bitty baby. I had my kids at a home daycare, which I'm not going to name, but I never forget this day. My baby was a baby. My son was a little bitty baby. I actually got carjacked and robbed outside of the home daycare. Literally, I picked up my kids, walked to my car, and got carjacked and robbed with my kids by gunpoint. At that point, I could not work anymore, period. It was just like I was a single mom. I needed to know that my kids were safe. How could I work and go to work and not know my kids being safe? I had a car, I had no car, everything was inside of my car. The people had my personal information. It just freaked me out a lot, y'all. So I never forget asking, praying to God, saying, God, I need you to give me peace of mind. I cannot work knowing my kids are not safe. Remember that, y'all, as I go through my notes. So that's the back end story of how I became a home day provider. That day, I didn't work again. I literally said, God, give me peace of mind. He said, I got you. 16 years later, Peace of Mind Daycare is still in existence. That's literally how I got my daycare name, Peace of Mind Daycare, because God literally gave me a peace of mind and knowing that I was going to be okay by quitting my corporate America job at that time. So I wanted to give you all that story to say that how God would give you things. But I think that me becoming a home provider was manifested years earlier. I never forget when I was in college, I had to do a research paper about a business, and I actually chose at home. I actually literally chose a daycare. And I remember being at work, and I remember asking people, which is my first point, do your homework. What do you guys look for in a daycare? Whether it's a center, whether it's a home, what do you guys want in the daycare? And I remember I had a whole list of questionnaire for my people at work, and I wound up using that information in my research paper, which I got an A on, by the way. And so when it manifested for me to want to start a business at home, that's how I started things. So a little bit back to my story again. Being at home, I wanted a business. My daughter Kayla was in kindergarten at the time, and she went and told all her friends at school, my mom got a daycare, because I was watching one of my old clients at my job, kids, just after school pickup, whatever. So my mom got a daycare, and literally how I got my first kids. So one of the things I want to say about if you want to start a home business or a business in general is do your homework. Do your research. If you want to do a daycare, I literally, when I thought about, after Kayla told everybody I had a daycare, I literally called local daycares around me. I researched my competitors. I wanted to know what they did, because I believe you can do the same job somebody else, but just do it your way. Do you. And I want to know what they offer. What do they offer so I could be different with that? I didn't want to offer everything with everybody else offer. I want to be different and do me. Same thing if you want to become a YouTube creator full time. We all could vlog about cruises. A lot of us do vlog about cruises. A lot of my friends vlog about cruises. But what do you do different than what they do? Research what they do. That ain't me, so I'm going to do this my way. We all could do the same thing, but you could do it your way. I literally research. I call big daycare centers. Hey, what do you guys offer? I call home providers. I got their contract book. I got their handbook. which is my step 2. I wanted to be different. I didn't want to be like the daycare down the street. If I was going to step out into this brand new business, what can I do differently than what they doing down the street? Dare to be different. Don't be scared to be different. Do what you feel makes you comfortable. That's step 2. Step 3, I would say, is write a business plan. Even this is things you do before you even open your doors up, y'all. Write a business plan out. Know how you want to structure your business. Know your hours. Know everything you want to plan, what type of activities you want to have for the kids. Research it, your business plan, to understand what are you getting yourself into. Which leads me to my step number 4. Business name. I just told you all how my daycare name, Peace of Mind Daycare. But I also had a slogan, and I still to this day, and my slogan is where we put your mind at ease about your child care needs. It's cute. I know it's cute. I feel like when parents drop their kids off to you, especially a new parent, they want to know, I got to trust you with my most prized possession. So how can I gain their trust in you? They want to, especially at home. People are kind of finicky bringing their kids at home providers. Trust me, I got some stories to tell about that. So you got to be able to put that parent at ease that your child is in the best possible care ever. You may can't afford the indoor cameras at home in the beginning because you're just starting to business, but you got to be able to let that parent know about communication in your handbook, your policy about guests in your home. Literally structure your business to let the parents be at ease, or your business to make sure that whatever you do, you be the best what you do. When I started my business, I was a single mom, and I literally put myself out there strictly to single moms. I wanted to be able to help the moms who don't have any help. So most daycares around me was off there Monday through Friday, 6 to 6, off for 7 days a week from 5 to midnight, because I found one parent that worked at a nursing home. She worked at 2 to 11. That one parent later brought me in 4 different clients, literally. So I went from 1 to 5 clients strictly by offering one parent an hour to 2 to 11. She asked everybody on her shift, I got a daycare, y'all. She's amazing. She's at home. She's getting started. She worked 2 to 11. I told my parents up front, I get you guys are single moms. But here's my catch. Be on time to pick up your kids, drop off your kids, everything else I got. I didn't offer the 6 to 6. Everybody around me was doing it. I made myself different and gained 5 clients from just one particular job. That's something that's very, very important. Be different. Don't be scared to be different. Another tip I want to say to you is, how are you going to fund your business? Listen, over the 16 years, I'm blessed to be able to buy new toys, expensive toys for my kids. My kids are very spoiled. When I first got started, listen, I was not ashamed to ask for help. I still to this day ask for help. I went to thrift stores and got blankets and sheets. I got toys and cleaned them up. A lot of my toys, even this set right here, was from a parent who had a kid who didn't need a house and got it for me for dirt cheap. I wasn't afraid to ask for help. Like, hey, you got some kids that don't need no toys. Find some parents that got them one kids that's extremely spoiled. Get them daycare toys. Do not go out and buy a lot of expensive toys. You'll be surprised the amount of donations you get. I started my daycare off with flyers from poster boards from the Dollar Tree and little dollar toys, pencil markers and blocks that added to expand to what I have right now. Literally everything I found was like on clearance, discount, where I can get it from, everything. I did not go out and buy expensive toys. You're starting a business. You don't have no money. You got to get what you can get and get it cheap, Another thing about starting a business is, this is probably should be my number 1 tip, is always be professional. It's going to be a part 2 this second. I work long hours. I can tell more later. I make sure that I go to the door presentable every time. Yes, I'm rocking a ponytail now, my headband, because I'm getting ready for my cruise in Hawaii. And I don't put a lot of pressure on my hair, but I make sure that my appearance is good. I have my earrings on, lip gloss on. I'm woke, and I maintain a professional behavior about myself. We have aprons, I'm not wearing anything revealing or too short, most of my clothes are leggings and my shirt, or we have aprons, like that. We maintain a professional environment for our parents because we are professional business and I want to be treated as such. I get insulted if people call me a babysitter. I'm not nobody's babysitter. I'm a child care provider. I provide service to you. I don't sit in no kids. I provide a service. And this goes into my next point about know your worth. If you don't act like a professional, nobody's gonna treat you like a professional. I'm a big huge person on I know my worth. All money ain't good money. I do not advertise my daycare business. I'm blessed to be able to say that most of my business literally come from referrals. I do have a waiting list. People wait till my kids get ready and go to kindergarten and pre-K. They can bring their kids in here because I'm selective. I don't need you in here. I'm looking for longevity. The reason why my business has been successful for years is because I don't want that quick money. You come in for 1 month, you go the next month. I want you to bring your child here from 6 weeks. Their child leave at 5 years old to go to kindergarten. You have more kids, they come in. You tell your family from babies on to school, and I get them after school. I'm looking for longevity. I have one parent. She had twin boys. They started with me and they was in first grade. They literally came to me throughout high school. They worked part-time through high school. They now after the military, and now their little sister comes here. That kind of been with me for, oh my God, literally the duration of my business, 15 years now. I said, wow. So I'm looking for longevity clients. I don't want the quick, fast money. Know your worth. When it comes down to know your worth, also, I've been doing this for 16 years. And I have a parent that if you're new to the channel, she's also a YouTuber. Her name is Jocelyn for Allen Family Adventures. Which goes into my last point what I have to say about this. She's my friend. She's my YouTube sister. She's my little sister, but she's my client. And we maintain that professional side and that business side. When she first came here, this is your rate. This I get paid this day. This is what it is. Boom, boom, boom. This is the business. This is the personal side. It wasn't, when anybody come to my business, I maintain a business professional attitude. When parents first start with me, I literally take 6 weeks of vacation. Why? I earned it. I've been doing this business for 16 years. If you've been on your job for 16 years, do you get a week vacation? I don't think so. So I parents up from the get-go. I earned my vacation doing this. I take my 6 weeks because, trust me, I deserve my 6 weeks. I don't let anyone come in telling me, that's too much time to take off. Oh, well, this ain't the place for you then. Because you wouldn't work a job for 16 years and have 1 week of vacation. I get that parents get their kids in care, but I make sure you get your vacation calendar at the beginning of the year. You know when I'm off. If I take off any other time beyond my time on my calendar, I make sure I have excellent coverage here at the daycare, so that you know, yes, I'm open, but the daycare is coverage. Another thing about knowing my worth is I'm a parent. Yes, my son is now a junior in high school. My kids was once in school, when little kids, when I started school. I was their mom first. And so anytime the school calendar was off, I was off. I let my parents know, you know, I'm a single mom, like you're a single mom, but I have to be their parent, their mom first. I'm not just this business. I literally went in knowing my worth. I wasn't going to let anyone just tell me how to run my business. Also with knowing your worth. If you set your rate for $225 a week, $250 a week, don't anybody come here and say, well, that's too much. Can I give you $100 a week? No, this is your business. What your business is, that's your business. Stand on your name, stand on your brand. You'll get people here that respect what you do and know your worth and your quality, what you pay. You can't come here and negotiate my rates with me. You're not going to go to these private schools and negotiate rates with them. You're going, if they say it's $500 a week, you're going to pay me $500 a week. I don't allow nobody to come in here and treat me because I'm at home any different than what you'll treat a daycare center. You go to a center, they'll say, hey, I'm going to charge you $300 a week. You're going to either pay that or find a new one. That's the same way about me. Either going to set my rates or go anywhere around the corner. I do not play about that. So it's very important as the entrepreneurs to know your worth. My next tip I would give you is to continue to learn your business. So many things have changed since I started 16 years ago. I'm talking a lot about daycare, but again, a lot of these tips could be for any business you start, but I'm really speaking a lot about daycare. A lot of things have changed since I first started my home daycare from 16 years ago, especially the last few years with everything dealing with COVID. I am constantly learning about my business, constantly. Even with the travel agent business now, when the kids are asleep, I'm in training for somebody's travel agent thing to continue to learn and expand my knowledge in my travel agent business. When the daycare kids leave for the day, I spend at least an hour each evening learning and training more about the travel agent business to constantly get the knowledge I need so I can give my clients the best of me. Continue to train in your business. That's some notes right here, y'all, that I'm going through. That's so important. Another tip I want to give you is to don't come into any business expecting to be a millionaire. It ain't gonna happen. It ain't. I remember when I first started the daycare business, like, Lord, what am I doing? I'm always broke. You know, coming is prepared to work long hours and low pay. Um, People may think, oh, the state pay her so and so for one kid. But most daycare providers are working 12 plus hours. Take consideration that for me myself, you're a teacher, you're a cook, you're a janitor, you're a nurse, you're a security, you're a secretary, you're a driver, you're a comforter, you're also a parent, auntie, whatever. Know your worth. Don't let one person say you got all these kids, you make a big. You don't know my money because you gotta. If you imagine doing all those jobs for 12 hours a day, we are underpaid. Okay, jobs in an island family just tell me it takes a special person and a special heart to deal with children. You deal with 6 to 8 children with different personalities every day. You have to meet that child on what level they need. Myself personally, I currently work from 4 a.m. to sometimes 8 o'clock at night, 9 o'clock at night. I literally wake up at 4 a.m. Here's again about being professional. I wake up at 4 a.m. to have an hour me time. I listen to my religious music, listen to some meditation music, have my coffee, get myself together. I'm mentally preparing myself for that 5 a.m. client. Cause they come here, they sleepy some days, they wide awake some days, they parent a man gave them some sugar. I want to be the best version of me at 5 a.m. when you come to the door and say, hey, how you doing? Because I'm a professional. I'm not coming to the door at 5 a.m. with no bind on my head, you know, in my pajamas and my robe, like, come on in, bring your kid to the door. I'm literally like, hey, y'all, at 5 a.m. all the time. It's like I get my energy prepared for the best of me, so that I could be the best services to my parents or to my clients. I'm not ever going to meet you like, okay, yeah, what you want to do. If I don't know something, let me find out for you. Give me about 24 hours to find out for you. Especially with the travel agent business, I'm still learning things I may not know. Give me 24 hours to double check that for you. Hey, blah, 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 blah. I mean, double check to give you the best possible version of me about being professional, being the best you can be, making sure that you're servicing your client and you'll make sure you give the best of you. I don't look at YouTube as being my full-time job yet, but even as a content creator, it takes sometimes content creator hours and hours to put together a 15-minute clip for you, to make sure it's the best possible between it's easy to record between editing and creating thumbnails and creating this. I applaud all my full-time content creators because I know from the little bit I do part-time, it ain't easy. And I hope to one day be a full-time content creator, and be able to put more footage out there. But because right now daycare is my bread and butter, I literally try to focus a lot of my energy working my daycare business, making sure that I'm present with the kids, and being there. I'm literally on the floor running around with these kids. I'm hopping up, jumping up. My program is uniquely different from the lady down the street. I literally got a daycare lady around the street, around the corner. I'm different than her program. Me and her friends, we talk, we share tips and advice with each other. We got a network, but my program I run is different than hers. And that's fine. That's what she do. This is what I do. And no competition with each other, just, hey, whatever. We have a network. If you got an empty space, let you know, and vice versa, whatever. So don't be scared to step out on your business. Just realize that whatever business you do, daycare, YouTube, travel agent, it's gonna be work in the beginning. It's not gonna be easy. You're not gonna just jump out here and be a successful business owner. You're gonna put in a lot of sweat, a lot of tears, a lot of crying. Is this the right thing to do? But I am so blessed that I don't have to worry about if my PTO time, my boss can put his days off, or, you know, making sure, you know, I get out there and do certain things for my boss I may not want to do, or, you know, I don't have to worry about this. This the best part of working from home. In the winter times in Chicago, hallelujah, I don't have to get outside and clean up the car and drive nowhere. I literally just turn on the coffee pot, go downstairs and do my thing there. So that's like the best part. That's one of the top perks of being at home. You got a whole Amber Alert in my video to stop me while you Amber Alert. What you doing? But yeah, that's one of the best parts about being at home, is that, you know, it does have its benefits. That I literally can just not go downstairs in the wintertime. I could take vacation time when I want to. But I'm also very considerate of my parents. I know my parents like when I'm here. They love my assistants. Right now, my assistant is my daughter, and that's another tip. I try to get my money within my family. I want to bless my family with a job, and, you know, And I had my niece work, a couple of my nieces working before. My sister works here part-time. Donna, you guys know her. My other daughter, Taylor, works here part-time. You know, yes, I've had an outside assistant before, and she was amazing. But I want to be able to take my wealth on to my own family. So I try to work with my family, but sometimes it's not always a good thing. Work with your family. But yeah, so I hope these tips help you into becoming a successful business owner. Know your worth. Do your homework. Be professional. Get a great business name that people can recognize. Write a business plan. Dare to be different. Be willing to understand you're working a lot of long hours. So again, I plan on doing a couple more videos about entrepreneurship, more so a lot geared to what does it take to become a licensed daycare provider in Illinois. It's not easy, but I can help you get through the steps and walk you through things if you want to become a home daycare provider in Illinois. I know every state is different, but I can tell you some things that I do. Be on the lookout for a tour of my home daycare space. Let me say this real fast. Before I came into my home, I literally ran my daycare out of a 2-bedroom apartment. I had 2 bedrooms and a living room and a kitchen. That's all. You guys realize I stayed full in my business. I had 6 kids constantly. I rotated my kids. I had kids overnight, after school kids, morning kids. I rotated my business where we was never on top of each other. I never had any complaints about my business or being overcrowded. I ran a licensed home daycare business out of a 2-bedroom apartment. Don't let nobody limit you what you can and cannot do. You can do it. You can do it. We had toys, and I lived in that home with my kids. So don't let nobody tell you, oh, you need bigger space. They lying. You need their line. You can do whatever you want to do with the amount of space you got to. You just got to have the right mindset. That's why most important to y'all. If it ain't here, and if it ain't in your heart, don't even bother about starting no business at all. I am passionate about every single business I do. I give my all to everything I do. I give my all to daycare, to my event planning, to my travel agent. I give my all to those businesses. I give my all to my YouTube channel. I love YouTube. I love it. I want to be able to devote more of my time to you. But I literally have a passion for what I do. I love what I do. I love when my kids come back to me, and I got kids that's in college, but they graduate college now, and there's kids in the military now, and they're successful in their careers, and they always said, I always forget Miss Nikki. I love Miss Nikki. That's what kids call Miss Nikki. She's been a great, that does my heart good, knowing a client tells me, oh my God, use this coordinator. She's the best wedding coordinator ever. She puts her heart into what she plans. I love my clients, even though I just started with travel agents, they give me their repeat business because they know I'm gonna give you my all, what I do. I love coming to YouTube and hearing you all tell me like, oh, great feedback. I love meeting you all in person and meeting you all, meeting new friends on YouTube. Whatever you do, give it your all. Give it 120%. And I guarantee you'll be successful. Thanks so much for watching this video, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Be on the next lookout video about what it takes to start a home daycare business. A licensed home daycare business. If you guys want to see any other entrepreneur videos, let me know. Leave a comment down below what you guys want to see, and I promise I'll get it out to you guys. I love sharing the wealth. I love sharing knowledge. It's enough kids out here that we all can have a business, all right? It's enough people travel. We all got a travel agent. It's enough of us that we all can do it, and I want to share what I know to help you become successful in your business. Thanks for watching this video. Like, comment, subscribe. Till the next video. Peace, my love.